Hello everyone, this is Brady. Today this is a talk about why it's difficult to make tutorials for game visual effects in Blender. Meanwhile, I will do some breakdowns to help you understand this animation of the magical sphere visual effects and potentially other visual effects. Firstly, I want to mention that recently I've been accused of stopping making tutorials. I'm really unhappy with this incident because tutorials are already free. I have a long-standing social problem and I barely get compensation for running this channel. As I've mentioned a long time ago, I'm not a full-time tutorialist and I don't live on the money I earn from this channel. In fact, as I've often mentioned in articles or other places, if I were to consider my health and financial interests, it's my best interest to just abandon this channel and run away. And it's always easier to make animation than making a tutorial, where you're creating your own art without needing to make other people understanding the subject behind the scene. Another important clarification is that I've shared some of my experiments in other forms as posts on my Ko-fi page for free. I'm making suggestions, answering questions for people, and showing files for free in the Discord server sometimes. I'm also making certain old files available. It's not really reasonable to sacrifice my throat and the time for each instance. Making tutorials is not easy because you need to plan ahead what you're going to say, and you need to be clear with what you know. The tutorial may seem to take 19 minutes, but behind the scene it can be 24 hours of work where you get no views and compensation whatsoever. The reason I'm unhappy is that I have my own plans for working. I can decide when I make tutorials and when not. I'm not obligated to report if I'm sick or have personal life issue at the time that prevents me from making tutorials. It's also not my responsibility if you don't see my tips or tutorials. They are not hidden and they are generally available for free. Talking about the tiny tutorials I made recently on my Ko-fi page, you may realize the relationship between some posts and the animation I made. The reason I make animations is for fun, but also for study and exploration purposes. You get a problem and you try to solve it. The more you work, the more you start to think about the workflow and the performance. Presets are built on top of these confessions of improvements, and they are shared for free from time to time. So it's possible not to make tutorials now because I have more studies to do. It's also possible that Blender is in a buggy state where tutorials will not be beneficial, as learners should not be bothered by bugs that require complex workarounds. So now, finishing the background story, let's talk about this study and the original topic, why it's difficult to make game visual effects tutorials. The short answer is that I've already made tutorials for this concept. For example, the absorption visual effects, where we start with a plane and animate the texture flow. If I break down this magical sphere visual effects, it's made of many small pieces using the same principle. We have these spirals, which are flows of a noise texture on a spiral plane. If we look at the ground splash, these are also flows of a noise texture but in a circular shape. If you look at the central noises, it's noise textures on a sphere instead of a plane. How difficult is it to switch a plane to a sphere? If I were to make tutorials each time I have a variation, I would never be finishing the real exploration of new techniques. Talking about other parts, the smoke was discussed in the past, and the file was just shared for free in case you want to look into how it accommodates itself to the newest version of the preset. For the central core, it's a bounding box for going from bottom to top, plus some other fire on the top. Stars have been discussed in the newest post. So although techniques are being scattered in pieces, they have all been mentioned and taught in the past. There's therefore no real need for me to make tutorials. If I have to make tutorials each time I make a variation, we will never be able to keep up with the new development of Blender and the geometry nodes. So this is one aspect of it. Similarly, I've already discussed in the visual effects attack tutorial, where we have features explained in the past for the tornado, we have lightning explained, etc. The second issue of visual effects in Blender is that Blender has a huge issue in material reusability. This is a post posted for already 2 years, and there's no developments about it. The most common presentation of this problem is that you frequently use color ramp and float curve within a shader. If you need a different color ramp for different parts of geometry, you will likely end up requiring a completely different material. The issue is gradually going to be solved by closure, where you can insert a part of node tree outside the node group. But this part of development isn't really done yet. More importantly, while you can expose values in the modifier panel so that the same node tree can have different parameters, it's not possible in shader. A workaround I often do is to keep storing all kinds of attributes in geometry nodes so that I can control the shader parameters in the modifier panel. And different objects can use the same shader node tree with different internal parameters. This workaround, however, still has the limitation that you can never tweak the color ramp and color ramp or float curve. Ultimately, there will be a moment where you just have to duplicate material or try to build a node tree or node group or other switches to work around this quality of life issue. Therefore, sometimes it turns out to be many objects and a crazy amount of stored named attributes. Overall, this is a complex subject because it's not simply geometry nodes, it's a combination of multiple node systems. And a complete effect is usually multiple techniques in combination. It can be time-consuming and cost-ineffective on this channel to discuss as a whole. I currently don't think Blender is good at these kinds of works. You can do them, but it's going to be very painful and exhausting. And I'm still exploring to see what can be improved, which part can be done with an asset. And therefore, I don't know how to present them in a good tutorial to teach valuable information. Hopefully, there will be ways to solve this and make everyone learn and be happy with it. Or, who knows? I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll probably see you next time. Bye-bye.